done really well are like this new project called Checks, and it's just basically Twitter verification, different stickers, in like a canvas, and like name brands like Budweiser are, uh, tweeting back, Kumpai Pandas. They've been doing big. Daniel's been super into them, and
Yeah.
it's crazy. Their floor has gone up, even though Ethereum might be level.
Well, so the crazy thing is there's like the CEOs of these are Luca Nets, Dario Milk Bags are killing it. Where what I wanted to discuss was like a really intense. I have like some notes here. I'll even like show it to the people out there. We do try
This
to
is our outline.
we do try to like, but I was looking at some of the graphs over here that I was drawing out and the ideas. Look, I'm just going to explain the ideas. Is that the overall volume of NFTs has gone up over time, but where does the money go to? And so then there are certain like NFT projects that they get less love or they get more. And then are people still going? And so uh Doodles
What
was at
keeps them
34.
interested?
Doodles was 34 ETH. Now they're at 5, but Pudgy Penguins are going up. The Compact Pandas are going up. And checks, Jack the Butcher,
Who made Checks? Yeah.
he made it so that they burn and like kind of got more hype. So recently, that's where the money goes to. Overall, NFTs are down. But what we had talked about last time was that a lot of the volume was fake. So look, there's a lot of money that goes into NFTs. And there's money that goes into expensive NFTs or low priced NFTs, checks, all these like things that are kind of, or maybe things that don't get as much attention anymore, but you want to join in. But what's hot? And the hot ball of money went into checks. The Pudgy Penguins are moving up. The Doodles are going down. Azuki, Clonex. There's a lot of these things. Also, Moonbirds. There's a whole ecosystem. And what I wanted to explain is the idea of liquidity, where when you chart things in NFTs, these are all like individual pieces of art, technically. Every token is its own thing. So it's not as liquid, whereas you say like a coin where there's thousands of it and then there's a stable price. People list stuff on OpenSea. And overall, things are kind of down in general, but certain NFTs go up. But everything NFT is priced in ETH. So if ETH goes up and you go up in terms of ETH as your NFT price, that's huge. So it's interesting to chart how these different NFTs work because the ETH price going up is bullish for NFTs because everything is priced in ETH typically. Um, when volume goes up, it benefits the people that take the fees, like OpenSea, as well as like the
Well,
initial.
that was the thing with OpenSea too, with the whitewashing, where it's like they fake their users because there's just one person with 10 different wallets trading within themselves. So it made it look like they had so many users, but they really didn't have the unique users, or like the tracking to track, unique users was limited. And so OpenSea is kind of like gotten a bad rap, but it's also the only one where you can buy, or like
We're
normies can
very
use.
what
Like,
what I was telling Brian was that we're like really deep into the crypto stuff and people bitch about OpenSea, but the average person, it's the by far largest and most accessible way to get NFTs.
like it takes a
So
while, like
OpenSea is
to
still
play look and looks rare, even though
yeah.
maybe that might be better.
And but no, now it's Blur and now it's something else and something else. But once you start kind of doing market dominance or market percentages, you realize that like everything goes through OpenSea, at least half, unless you're really smart. But it makes it confusing how you can like kind of transfer stuff. in between
I mean, I bet all celebrities that they want to buy NFTs, they use.
well, most of them don't care. And
Or
then
maybe it's backroom deals where it's like,
so
oh,
this
send
was
me
the
this
point that
address.
I wanted to explain was that Brian and I were discussing the NFT market, and is Bored Apes like a solid? I don't think so. I don't think that
I don't
Bored
know.
Apes
Same
they're
with Pudgy Penguins. They're doing the IP. They're not. They're pivoting from NFTs. NFTs
will
was
they
like the
keep going
baseline.
up or will they go down? But they
Doesn't
soared
matter.
pretty high. I mean, a
Doesn't
Pudgy
matter.
Penguin for 5.2 ETH, that's about when you factor in the price of ETH, what is that?
It
14,000?
doesn't matter for the NFTs. Like they're profiting in real world right now, where they're using IP to, sell, sell storybooks. They're using dollars. Like they're creating theme parks. They're creating merch. Like people are not paying an NFT, or like they're not
Well,
using their
so shout
NFT
out
as
Contact
collateral.
Pandas, dude. We got 3 tickets to
Yeah,
Pandemonium.
exactly. They trigger these events.
These NFT projects are starting to get like serious businesses. I think that slowly the steel sharpens steel. You cannot just launch a shitty NFT project
No,
without actually having
the
something behind it
utility,
and some sort of seriousness, some sort of feeling like a real business,
some
like a
legitimacy,
proper investment.
legitimacy.
And the things that
What
aren't,
come by pandas? Like, do you think John Jones investing? Like that
and
was
John Jones getting
genius.
in, Roy Jones Jr. Shout out Milk Bags and Sana India team, like clip that and tag them.
Yeah,
But
we're
yeah,
big come by panda people for
yeah,
sure.
big time. I know. I mean, we saw what I was going to explain to Brian because he wasn't as informed about it, but the Moonbirds were super expensive. Ryan Carson is doing like people say it's a cash grab. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe he has a good thesis, but he's asking for rich people to donate lots of money, not donate, to invest into a fund. And the idea of investment into this guy who's like a bit of a cash grabber, which NFT projects have legitimacy, which ones disappear, which ones are going to survive, which ones keep building. Kanpai and Pudgy Penguins are still going. I think that slowly Yuga, I don't know, I guess they have historical and now it's like almost a legacy thing, but I think the Bored Apes might still go down relative to the idea of a penguin going up. What is still going on? Are people going to get bored with
But I
the
don't
Bored
think
Apes?
they're worried about the price of Bored Ape Yacht Club. Like they're too focused building like,
They're moving into games. They're moving
yeah,
into games.
exactly. Building movies, TV. Same with Pudgy Penguins, how they hired
The Disney
the
writers.
Disney writers to create stories. They're using as a cartoon, or creating IP, creating content off of their original NFTs. Like they could care. I think right now, higher the better, but right now they could care less about the price of the NFT right
I agree with you, and I think they're all long-term hodlers.
now. Yeah.
I just think so. This is my point about the Compact Pandas outperforming,
They're kind of the next ones to create that IP, create something
and then
about it.
some of the stuff that used to be OG or blue chip, quote unquote blue chip, Azukis, Clonex, all this stuff, doodles are falling because it's not genuine. But what I was trying
Well,
to explain is that the Compact Pandas have the clout because they have the real
but
OG crypto people in them.
what was John Jones like? Why was he like, yo, I want to get into Come By Pandas? Like,
I mean, milk bags. It's all about milk bags.
was he like, I'll give you a bag, or like, was he like trying to
I
convince
assume. I assume. I assume it's like a half a mil at least. So
just
I
to?
think that
But
yeah.
why
Just
John Bones? Like, he hasn't fought in three
well, so
years.
the way that it works is I believe that
Like,
milk
what?
bags has gotten in by just spending his own money, but the thing is, it's so about investment where there's like a certain point where if you over invest, you end up winning. Like you have to invest more than you expect to make a successful business. And if he has the people that he has now, it's like so hyped up, you end up winning. And it's not actually about, that's why